Alright, well, here goes. Tackling Mount Ascutney and coming up from the Brownsfield Trail. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping to see the cascade and hopefully there's some water in it because it's pretty epic. And if it's all ice, it should be really neat. So, snow doesn't look too deep here. And the trail's pretty well packed because apparently I'm not the only one that had a good idea about this. So, the parking lot was pretty full. But we'll take it slow. I'm a little out of shape, except for that round shape. So, here goes. So in the summertime, there's a small waterfall that's seasonal. You have to cross over one of the steps in it. Apparently, this is what it looks like in the wintertime. And there's still water running underneath it. You can hear it. So this is a shout out to Petula's micro spikes because this is icy. And I suspect we'll hit more ice before too much longer. There's a couple spots we have to cross over the brook. So yeah, so this will be pretty dicey. That's the trail. Without micro spikes, probably would land right on your rear. A lot of water, runoff water. That's kind of neat. You can see through the ice of the rocks. This is one of the places that I was looking forward to seeing. I photographed this in the summer, and the water actually falls right up in there and then runs down this brook. And apparently now it's falling everywhere and freezing. So the trail goes up there behind me, and it's probably all icy, so we're gonna head that way, and I'm gonna put this phone away so I can not fall down the hill. It's a long ways down. There's actually some halfway decent views through the trees. And then apparently the deer appreciate this trail as well. big deer track right there. So here's Vermont's other winter sport that we're known for. If I had a compass, I'd tell you which ski area that is, but I don't. So we'll just leave it at that. Normally, I go the bypass because I've already seen the falls, but I really want to see the ice. So it's point one, and we'll go check it out. I don't know if I'm going to climb down to the bottom like I did last time. That was sketchy. A little limbo, and I didn't make it. So yeah, in the summertime I climbed down to the bottom of the cascade, and it was quite the trip trying to get back up. So it's really too bad that the falls aren't easier to get at from the bottom, because seeing them from the bottom is a lot better, more impressive than just going across the top. But let's see what happens. This could be sketchy at best, just going to the top of it. So well, it doesn't look like I'm going to get down there because I don't have that kind of gear. But these guys are rappelling down the ice and climbing back up, which is pretty neat. Well, we made it back to the trail intersection at the top of the bypass. So, as you can see, this is the other side of it. And yeah, I couldn't get down there, as you will have seen by now when you watch the video. But if you want to be in hiking shape, round is not the shape. Just a side note. It's also much more difficult in the wintertime when you're wearing winter boots that are like bricks when you're trying to hike up a hill. But we'll get there, or somewhere anyway. But onward and upward. Alright, so I'm not doing a ton of video going up this hill. Well, mountain, because I don't know if you can see, it really does it justice, but it's pretty steep. And yeah, there's ice underneath the snow, so I'm making my way slowly. Based on the time, I don't know if we'll make it to the top today. I started kind of late, or later than I should have, to get to the top. So, and this is interesting. I'm going to turn this around, but it looks like I might be pushing some deer. Let's see right here. There's deer tracks going right up in the path. So somebody came down here a bit ago, and I think the deer are using these tracks to get around. So maybe we'll see some on the way, but I'm going to shut this off for now. I think you can see this little flat spot. This is a narrow section through here, but if I remember right, this We'll come down in a minute into a little brook bed. And then to climb out of the brook bed right up a steep hill. We're getting some elevation now, so you can see the trees start to change from hardwoods to hemlocks, and then eventually it'll change over to a lot more spruce. But I'm not sure how far we're going to make it today, based on the time. Just going to avoid falling here. As you can see, this just drops right off into this ravine, right back up the other side. So kind of neat through here. More like a goat path than anything else. Alright, I'm going to shut this off for now. So we came out of the spruce trees and hemlocks, and we're into this little brook bed. The snow's a lot deeper here than it is down at the bottom. And we aren't even at the top yet. So, then of course, there's snowmaking on the other side of the hill, mountain. So, who knows how much of that gets blown over, and what we'll see of that. So, up we go again. So, I don't know if you can see this, but right up there, this is the antenna array, right there at the top of the mountain. And it seems so close, and yet, nope, we're not there yet. We are not even halfway there yet. Almost, though. Oh, look at that. We're at Halfway Brooks, which means we're halfway between the parking lot and the summit. Well, sort of, because it's only 1.2 to the summit. It's like a goat path. If it wasn't for micro spikes, I think we'd be sliding down the hill pretty quickly. And even then, sometimes it's a little sketchy. They don't make you invincible. Alright. We have a little tiny overlook here. Doesn't offer a ton of view, but that's pretty cool. You have to wonder what it'd be like if the trees were cut, but, you know, can't cut all the trees down, so take what you can get. All right, back we go. I think, I'm trying to remember, I think the next spot is either Gus's Overlook. Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing this one-handed. Or the West View. So I'm going to shut this off until we get there. Alright, so you haven't seen my pretty face in a while, and I just keep showing videos of the trail. So here I am. We're getting closer to the top. I just had a little overlook, and it kind of flattens out a little bit. And then I can't remember if we come to the West Peak, which is a nice overlook, or we go to Gus's Overlook, which again has a nice view. So I don't remember which one comes first, but we'll see in a minute when we get there. All right, so here we go, off to Gus's Overlook. Excuse me, Gus's Lookout. Kind of looks like the land ends right there. This is awesome. Yes, yes, indeed. Look at that. Doesn't get a whole lot better. So there's a couple bonuses to coming up here in the winter. One, no bugs, and two, no mud. So we're coming up on the West Peak, and over the summertime I came up here several times, and we had a lot of rain, and it was really muddy. And now pretty sure there's mud. All right, so West Peak, 2,940 feet, and the summit's 0.4. So we gotta kind of hustle as much as I can, because, well, it's gonna be dark soon. And yeah, silly me, forgot one of the 10 essentials, which would be a light. So yeah, kind of packing list when you go, because, well, then you don't forget things. So I do have a light on my phone, and I have a spare battery, so when push comes to shove, I can use that, but it's not the optimal thing. So I'd rather not. But there's some snow up here. It's gonna be up to my knees here in a minute. Apparently nobody wanted to snowshoe out here, so we're gonna boondock it a little bit. But I think the view is worth it, so ooh. Yep, past my knees. But check this out. This is awesome. Looks like a little tunnel. This is kicking my rear. Alright, so this might actually be the summit, but this is what I came for. So the tower is right here, and we're going to go climb up it. We'll get some pictures, and then we're going to start hauling our rear down this. I say hour. I don't know who hour is because it's just me. But we're going to start hauling tail down the mountain before we get stuck in the dark. Alright, here's what you came for. Well, this is what you were waiting for. This is what I came for. That's the tower that was in pictures that looks so close, and yet it took us forever to get there. So there we are. It's awesome. All right, let's see if I can do this without landing on my rear. This looks more like it would be a good toboggan run than anything else. No, but I don't want to make it down as fast as a toboggan run because that would get kind of dicey. So I hope you've had fun venturing along. I haven't used my phone a ton going up here, and I certainly haven't done some of the shots that I wanted to, but it's kind of difficult because the cold is sapping my battery, and the gloves I have don't work with the touchscreen phone, so I have to keep taking my gloves off. And when I started this, it was about 25 degrees at the bottom, and it's not 25 degrees up here because I can feel my mustache and beard freezing up, so I know it's a lot colder than that. So I'm going to put this away for now, and we'll check in further down the hill. Things that make you go, that's an awful big boulder. Just slid down the hill, I guess, at some point. Or fell. Something I'm trying not to do on the way down. So, alright, I won't bore you with jostling around here because this is probably going to get bumpy as I'm trying to motor my way back to the truck. So, click back in a bit. So there's the tower up there that we were right next to. And we just traversed all that ridge all the way around to come back down this way. Well, it didn't take very long to get down here compared to how long it took to get up there. So, if I had a bobsled, I could make really good time. Anyway, I'm going to put this back before I fall and do some damage. But we're getting there. And just like that, we're coming back to Halfway Brooks. Seems like we left here forever ago. And yeah, now here we are. Back there again. So the reason, I don't know if you can see it, but the reason that it's Halfway Brooks is there's two brooks that come together right down in there. All right, look at this. This may make up for the fact that I'm probably going to walk out of here in twilight. You just cannot get this anywhere else. That is absolutely incredible. See if I can do this without falling on my face. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, well, we're wrapping up this hike. It's not the first time I've come out of here and after sundown, but it's been a good one. It lets me know that I need to do this more. I know I'm going to feel this in the morning, probably for a couple of days. But the views, the sunset, yeah, it was worth it. So that's all I got. All right, I made it back to the truck, fine. Learned a few things. Bring a headlamp, be in better shape, and that's pretty much it. The snow was pretty deep on the top, but it wasn't bad coming down. The sunset was awesome, and you can't really beat that, so I'm pretty thankful. I'm going to be sore in the morning because I might have overdone it, but sunset made it worth it. So that's all for now. Stay tuned for more. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, and I'll be posting some more as I do them.